How can Republicans look themselves in the mirror knowing they have to go back home and tell people over the holidays, I voted to send your premiums up, Republicans are going to say. They're going to say they voted. Are they going to tell their constituents they voted to double their monthly premiums? Are they going to tell their constituents they voted to kick you off insurance? Are they going to tell their constituents, I voted to get you sick and go broke?
Don't you love how he just sits and reads? He's been there for, what, 40 years, still has to read all his lines. Well, by the way, Chuck, no, none of the above, because Republicans are actually trying to come up with a fix for this. You broke it. House GOP leaders met behind closed doors today to hash out a plan. Here to react, tell us more, House Speaker Mike Johnson. Mr. Speaker, thank you so much for joining us on this busy, busy Friday. Take us inside this meeting. I know there's a lot of grousing on both sides here. How close are Republicans to some type of agreement on this, quote, fix?
We're very close, and we are delighted to present this and put it through the House next week. Here's the important thing. You said it very well, Laura. The Democrats broke America's health care system. 15 years ago, when they came out with that Obamacare proposal, the Unaffordable Care Act, it did exactly the opposite of every single thing they promised. Premiums have skyrocketed in some categories up to 70 or 90% in the last 15 years. They will continue to skyrocket. So the Democrats' proposal right now is subsidize it further. They want the American taxpayer to give billions of dollars to insurance companies in a program that is just riddled with fraud, waste, and abuse. We're not going to do that. Republicans are bringing common sense solutions. We are bringing solutions forward that will actually lower the premiums for all Americans. It's long overdue, and we've got some great ideas to do it.
How do you avoid getting blamed for this? The same kind of thing happened in the shutdown in October. We all know what they promised on Obamacare. It was all a lie at the time. I fought against it morning, noon, and night, 3 hours a day on the radio. So they were lying then. And we knew they were lying because the numbers didn't add up. But now the left is blaming you and Republicans. It's your fault.
Yeah, of course. It's a total fiction. The mainstream media, of course, parrots the talking points of Chuck Schumer and the Democrats. But the way we defeat that is with the simple truth, the facts. The Government Accountability Office just came out with a new report this past week, Laura, and it is astounding. Just for example, over the last 2 years, they submitted 24 totally fraudulent applications for these Unaffordable Care Act subsidies, okay? 23 out of 24 were approved. There were no Social Security numbers provided, no verification of income, or even citizenship, okay? Of course not, right? Tens of thousands of dollars paid to each one of those to the insurance companies for people that do not exist, okay? Dead people, $94 million of taxpayer dollars paid to insurance companies for people that have been deceased. Then you had Social Security numbers. 68,000 Social Security numbers in 2024 alone were used for multiple persons. In other words, multiple people using one number to bilk the system and defraud it. That's the system that the Democrats created. That's the one they want us to subsidize. So when we go forward with the truth, we explain to the American people the reason their costs are out of control is because they created a broken system. We have the solutions to fix it. That is the message and the truth, I think, that's going to prevail as you go into the election year.
Mr. Speaker, earlier this week, President Trump announced that he's lifting some export controls on NVIDIA, allowing the chip maker to sell some products to approved customers in China. Why is that the right move for the U.S.? A lot of people thinking, well, why are we giving anything to China, understanding what their ultimate ambitions are?
Well, clearly, China is a principal threat to us, except for the national debt. They're the national security threat that we watch the closest, and we've got to compete with them, and we've got to stay ahead of them. I met with Jensen, who's the CEO of NVIDIA, just last week, and he came in to try to explain this, because I have the same concerns as so many others. And the way he explains it, Laura, is that he has about 95% market share, effectively, of AI, and with the chips and everything that is involved in that. And his argument is, if he's not able to compete in China, then their system can overtake him and overtake, thus, the U.S. and the U.S. companies. So it's a delicate balance. The president is fully aware of all these factors, and he's trying to navigate through that in a way that makes sense for our national security concerns, among everything else, in addition to trade and all the other concerns. So it's delicate. It's a delicate balance. We've got to treat China as the adversary that they are, but also they're a really important trade partner in so many ways. So it's tough.
I know. I also met with him, and I heard the same argument. And he's very, very nice, brilliant person. I think the guardrails have to be up and they have to be enforced. And if they can be, perhaps that's going to work out. But I'm going to keep my eye on it. Mr. Speaker, have an incredibly great Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.